Gwamgo is one of the biggest Roblox commentary YouTubers right now, but what you might not know about him is his extensive history of lying, manipulation, doxing, and even potentially pedophilia. But before we get into the video, please subscribe to my channel so I'm trying to get to 400 subscribers before the end of the month. This all begins not on the Gwamgo channel, but on Gwamgo's first channel, Horseman Dan, and on this channel, he would do islands live streams and eventually transition to Roblox Bed Wars tutorial videos. But during this time, Gwamgo would get himself into drama with another Bed Wars creator, and Gwamgo would try to call them out for clickbait. But if you look on the Horseman Dan channel, he is no different, and this pattern of hypocrisy can still be seen today with Gwamgo's drama with Snunt.
Gwamgo's newest video, he openly lies about an OnlyFans model age, saying that this adult woman was now 17, and that in my video exposing her, because I use a certain image, it was me distributing c***. But this sounds awfully familiar to the time where Gwamgo used an image of a 15-year-old girl in a lewd situation as evidence. And this is important because Gwamgo said what I did was illegal. And it's kind of crazy because both of the images that we use are really similar, other than the fact that mine was from OnlyFans and his was a 15-year-old girl.
Screenshots to see if it's censored.
Okay, so it's an image of the 15-year-old's thighs and their panties there, and it has an arrow going to that saying Michael's property, which is the name of Harp. And it says, I've been a good something for Michael Loveheart.
So under Gwamgo's own definition, both of our actions would be illegal, right? No, not to him. He defends himself distributing this image.
Title 18 Section 2256 of US Code defines CP as any visual depiction including photograph, film, video, picture, or computer-generated image of a minor engaged in conduct, which is once again not the case for the picture that was shown in the stream. Finally, the main definition of pornography states, printed or visual material containing the explicit description or display of sexual organs or activity. Once again, the stream does not fall under that description of the image shared on stream.
So Gwamgo, which is it? Was it CP or was it not? Or are you just throwing the book at people whenever it fits your narrative? Because technically, by your definition, Gwamgo, you're technically committing a crime as well. Gwamgo has also fumbled the Pomer situation. For context, if you don't know, the Roblox YouTuber Pomer was exposed in January 2025 for raping a 12-year-old when he was 16, and Gwamgo and a few other YouTubers made videos exposing Pomer and calling him out. But in one of these videos, Gwamgo actually got on call with Pomer's victim, and he decided to threaten Pomer's victim with potential legal action if she didn't say yes to his narrative.
So listen, I'm not asking here for like a full-on admission. I don't want a full detailed thing here. I'm gonna ask you a straight up open question. I'm gonna need the honest truth here, because otherwise this will implicate you and your mother, like from a legal perspective.
I don't want a full-on admission, but if you don't say yes to my narrative, then you're fucked.
Did Pomer do to you the things that he's accused of? Did Pomer actually end up raping you?
He didn't have...
Yeah, so because Gwamgo coerced the victim in this clip from one of his videos, this is not going to be used in a court of law. A court would just throw this out because it was made under duress. Contrary to what Gwamgo claims, which is that the police cleared Pomer because they didn't do a lot of research, it's most likely that they did do research into Pomer and saw your videos and saw that you coerced the victim and decided that it isn't worthy of investigating because, again, this was made under duress. So that's why they let Pomer go. So good job, Gwamgo. Next time you're annoyed that Pomer is still around, blame Gwamgo. Gwamgo has also been going after another Roblox YouTuber named Cormex for some statements that Cormex made on a live stream.
While I am taking accountability, I cannot stay silent while a large YouTuber named Gwamgo weaponizes my past to fabricate speculative and vindictive accusations to tarnish my reputation further. In Gwamgo's own Discord server, he claims I went on a live stream to backstab my friends and quote-unquote argue why office was a good thing. However, the chat logs and the original livestream transcript proved that I explicitly condemned Andrew Cuomo, someone who is known for his scandals, and that I was discussing the political nuance of why voters would vote for the other candidate based on their policies, not endorsing their character. And Gwamgo knows this. In private group chat messages, he initially admitted he was just trolling and joined to mess around. He only twisted this into a serious moral accusation later to smear my reputation. When I confronted him on his accusation, only then did he address where the conversation actually happened, and that is a private voice chat conversation information, but claims that I spoke about how pedophiles in office aren't an issue if they have good policies. He then tried to force me to answer a fallacious binary yes or no question that attempts to obfuscate the nuance that explains what I was talking about. And that nuance comes from the exact quote Gwamgo's editor Arham recalled in their voice chat, where I stated that I would vote for a pedophile if they had good policy over someone who has bad policy. Now keep the word over in mind, because from this, you can already tell that I was making an argument about the lesser of two evils in the weight of policy impact, not an endorsement of someone's bad character. Now think of it like the surgeon analogy. One surgeon is a morally terrible person, but they are capable of doing the job and thus saves your life. The other surgeon is the kindest and nicest person you've ever met, but they are incompetent or accidentally unalives you on the operating table. My point was that in governance, bad policy harms millions of people, where the focus is on tangible outcomes rather than an individual's personal flaws. You can disagree with this worldview and that's fine, but it's a completely different story when Gwamgo tries to use a political and philosophical argument and weaponizes it, not to hold me accountable or have a good faith debate conversation challenging my opinion, but to make false accusations against me, and even worse, he threatens my future job opportunities. Not only that, he explicitly mentioned that he would spread this bad faith interpretation of my argument to make sure that I am socially ostracized and to permanently damage my ability to find employment and sustain a livelihood. I reported these threats to my local authorities to have an official record in case Gwamgo ever acts on these threats. Not because it's a petty Discord argument, but because Gwamgo has proven that he has virtually no boundaries when it comes to real life interference.
So Gwamgo decided to go after this guy because this guy made a flawed political argument, which I mean I don't agree with. I think that like a politician should be morally good, but like I understand where Corman is coming from with this, but like and instead of like having a good faith debate, instead of that, like Gwamgo just decides to twist this into Cormex being an evil person. Like, bro doesn't understand that the thing called nuance exists, and threatening Cormex with like him not having job opportunities just because of YouTube drama is crazy, bro. Let's also talk about another situation Gwamgo had with the Roblox YouTuber Ultra Hands, in which Gwamgo accused Ultra Hands of lying about his deportation story, even going as far as to accuse Ultra Hands of scamming his audience. And because of this, Ultra Hands was forced to risk his privacy in order to debunk a YouTube argument. And when Gwamgo tried to claim that Ultra Hands scammed his audience, he showed this screenshot which contradicts what he put in the overlay text, literally in the same frame, like dude. And even after Ultra Hands' response, Gwamgo is still not satisfied, so he decided to contact the Turkish police, getting police involved into a YouTube argument and trying to cause harassment towards Ultra Hands. Let's move on to another situation where Gwamgo actually doxed the Roblox YouTuber Minibloxia. And disclaimer, I'm not defending Minibloxia or anything, but what Gwamgo did also isn't okay.
My name is Jeremiah Sanchez. I live at all law enforcement entities. To all of my viewers, this is not an admission of guilt. I'm speaking to my family now. Gwamgo, you are the love of my life. I hope you know that. Pando, you're my big man. There are going to be some things that you'll come to learn about me in the next few days. One of them being that I said the word.
So yeah, Gwamgo doxed Minibloxia, but he's also doxed Parlo.
Leaking my first legal name, as well as posting images of me too in private spaces.
Now the last thing we're going to talk about before ending off this video is Gwamgo being allegedly into lolly. So as you can see here, this is Gwamgo's email, right? But look at this. Once you put Gwamgo's email into a website that shows you what's the email connected to, you can say it's connected to DeviantArt, Twitter, but if you go on the DeviantArt account, you would see lolly. The original post talking about this got taken down. It's basically like a lolly account, and Gwamgo was using this to look at lolly. Like, Gwamgo is above the age of 18, what I've heard, and Gwamgo has tried to deny that it's him, but like, why would you and the guy that made the account have similar profile pictures, and both of y'all interact with Roblox Twitter accounts? After everything we've just looked at, I think it's fair to say that Gwamgo doesn't deserve a platform, and he needs to be called out for everything he's done. If you like this video, then make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.